I'm Neil from Board Game Happy, and today I would like to talk to you about an amazing trick-taking game called Cat in the Box. This is a 2 to 5 player trick-taking game. It takes between 15 and 30 minutes, and it is amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. This game has quite a few tricks up its sleeve, including not having any colours on the cards. There's more to it than that, so I will show you how the game plays and then we'll come back up and I'll let you know my final thoughts. Cheers!
So this is Cat in the Box set up for 3 players. You will play on the research side with the 1 to 6. No observation tokens are required because you're playing with all of those cards. You'll sort out the deck and you will have all of the 1s, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and 6. So you take out the 7s, 8s and 9s. You then give each player a player board on the 2 to 3 player side. Obviously the other side's for 4 to 5 players. And then each player will get a set of tokens and they will cover over these X's on their main board. That's the basic setup. The first thing each player will do will be to look at their cards, and they need to decide which one of these cards they want to throw away. The reason why they're going to throw away a card is there are more numbers than there are possible colour combinations, so you do not want to cause a paradox. So in this instance, I would, for example, probably I'll throw away this 2 just in case it comes out too often. So that will be what I will do. All other players will do the same. The next thing each player would need to do is decide how many tricks they think they're going to win based on the cards they've got. This player is feeling pretty confident. They think they're going to win 3 tricks. So they place one of their tokens there. Each player would then do the same. And then the game is ready to go. The game is played over a number of rounds depending on how many players there are. For a 3-player game, you would play 3 rounds. So first of all, this player would be the start player, then this player, then this player, then final scores would be tallied. Start player looks at their hand, takes a card. You notice it's black. There is no colour associated for this card. Declares this colour. Now they say, right, this is a 6 green. All other players, as in other trumps, must follow suit. If they can't follow suit, some things happen. But in this example, at the very beginning of the game, they're going to follow. So they're going to say, this one's going to say it's a 3. And then this player will say it's a 1. The trick is won by the highest card. So this player wins the trick. They keep this stack of cards face down in front of them. That's one of their required 3 tricks that they need to win. And the player who won the trick will remain the starting player until someone else wins one of the tricks. So now this player is going to have another go. They're going to choose the 5 and they're going to declare it a green again. So they're going to say 5 green. This player here will say, okay, well, I've got a 2 green. Now this player here has a choice. They can obviously put a 4 in there, and that's absolutely fine, or they can declare that they no longer have any more greens. If they declare they no longer have any more greens, they take this off of this spot to indicate they have no more greens, and then they can play another colour. At this point, you're allowed to play the trump colour, which is the red. So they'll say, oh, I have got a 1 red though. They will play that, and the trumps beat all other colours. So they would win the trick. They become the player who starts the next trick. And now red is allowed to be declared as an opening lead colour. Up until that point, it's not allowed to. But this player over here now is in a little bit of trouble because they no longer have a green 4. So if they get to a position where all they've got left in their hand is a 4 and all of the other 4 spaces are taken up, they will cause a paradox, immediately ending the round. If no one causes a paradox, the round will end when all players get down to just 1 last card. And this is an example of a research board that's been completely filled up. Doesn't happen all that often, but it can happen. For players that didn't cause a paradox, they will score 1 point per trick completed. For players that did cause a paradox, they will lose 1 point per trick completed. Then after that, you will look to see whether or not people won the required number of tricks they said they were going to. So for example, this player here wanted to win 3. If they did win 3 tricks, they will also score bonus points for the largest connected group of their tokens. So this would be a bonus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they predicted they were going to win, so for example 4, but they didn't win 4, they don't score these bonus points. So all of that is done and then recorded on the player scoring sheets at the end of 3 rounds for 3 players, 4 rounds for 4, 5 rounds for 5. You will total up all of the scores on the score sheets. The player with the highest number of points wins. That's basically how you play the game. This is once again just to show you the lovely artwork on these cards. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, I do like cats, so I'm a bit biased. Wonderful little components. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Absolutely lovely components. Dual laid boards. Fantastic production all over. Let me take you back up top to my final thoughts.
Okay, I hope that showed you how the game of Cat in the Box plays, how the flow of the game works, how the little intricacies of all of the small changes that they've made to trick taking have really improved it. I will very briefly say I really have very little negatives to say about this game. I rate this as a 95%, almost perfect. The only slight ding, if you like, is the 2-player variant feels a little bit underwhelming, just because of the amount of amazing things that they've done with the remainder of the game. I was kind of hoping when I got to the 2-player variant at the end of the rulebook, there would be some new excellent twist, but it's still actually really good fun and I still like playing it 2-player. So if you are only going to play this 2 players, I would say it's still worth it, especially if you like trick-taking games. So let me briefly give you an idea as to why I like this game so much. So talking about the production, the artwork, I mean the artwork's amazing, but the production that you saw from the video, that the quality of the components is really high. The cards have a lovely feel to them, great artwork. The main player boards and the research board, really good quality. It's overall a very high production level from Bazir, so I really think that's amazing. Going to the gameplay, it's just fun. Being able to decide what color you're playing, trying to push other people into making a paradox, estimating how many tricks you're going to win at the game, that's nothing new that has been done before, but the way in which it combines with the area control, line management of the board that you're trying to connect all of your player pieces to, absolutely fantastic. I think that's amazing, really good fun. So yeah, this for me is one of the most fun games I've played in a long time. It's just fun. You can have new people up and running on this in just a few minutes. You won't have to explain too much if they know trick taking, just a few things. If they don't know trick taking, you can get them up and running pretty quickly, and then just watch their face because they will be having fun. It's just a fun game, and everyone will be laughing as paradoxes are caused, and there'll be accusations of, oh, you should have played that card earlier. That will happen. Once everyone gets into the rhythm, it will be absolutely fine. So in terms of gameplay, it's amazing. I really like it at 3. 4 and 5 are absolutely fantastic, but to be fair, the whole player range is really good. I have very little else to say about the game apart from, if you like trick taking, you need to buy this game. If you're not sure about trick taking, you've played a few, but you're not sure, you need to get this game because it just turns trick taking on its head with its really clever mechanics. And finally, if you've never played trick taking games, this is an amazing way to start. This is absolutely fantastic. So please go out, play Cat in the Box. If you get a chance to play it, definitely buy it if you get a chance, and then let me know what you think in the comments. Many thanks. Cheers.